Anderson County deputies say they're seeing threats online against law enforcement officers.
The threats were written on Facebook after an officer was involved in a deadly shooting in Iva last week. 7 News reporter Christine Brown tells you how the sheriff's office is handling this situation.
It's been over a week since an Iva man was killed in a deadly shooting involving an Anderson County deputy. Since then, the sheriff's office was alerted of threats against their officers online.
I think these things are pretty common. You know, there's anytime after an incident like this, especially on social media.
They were posted on Facebook, and while the sheriff's office couldn't immediately tell us what exactly was said or by who, they did tell us the posts weren't specific and didn't name any officer. Because the threats are vague, deputies say there's not much they can do except monitor the posts. Sheriff-elect Chad McBride says he was notified of the posts multiple times. He says these kinds of threats happen all too often nationwide.
You know, it's unfortunate because as law enforcement officers, we're out here trying to protect the community, and we have a very hard enough job as it is.
A similar situation happened back in July in Greenwood County. There was no shooting beforehand, but in Facebook posts, deputies and county leaders were threatened. Because the threats weren't direct, no charges were filed.
We take every threat seriously until we can determine otherwise.
So we also asked deputies in Greenville, Spartanburg, and Oconee counties how they would handle online threats like this. Many told us, like Anderson County, they have officers who monitor social media posts. And if the threats were viable, that's when an investigation could begin and possibly get SLED involved.
You know, we still have to protect and defend and serve these same folks that have these sentiments about us.
In Anderson County, Christine Brown, 7 News.
The Anderson County Sheriff's Office has still not released the name of the officer involved in last week's deadly shooting. We're told that's because of the ongoing SLED investigation, but the deputy remains on administrative leave.